It doesn't matter if the glass is half empty or half full. Be grateful that you have a glass and be thankful that there's something in it. Hey everyone, welcome to Books Amaze. My name is Avni, and the beautiful quote that I just mentioned is from this book, The Wheel of Spirituality, A Joyful Journey to Siddhi, written by Dr. Vinay Bansal. And this book was sent to me for review purpose from Dr. Vinay Bansal and his team in exchange for an honest book review. So author Dr. Vinay Bansal is an MBBS graduate, and he has worked as a medical practitioner and as a civil servant for many years, and he has recently written this book. So this is a spiritual cum philosophical book which talks about how to attain Siddhi. Siddhi meaning eternal peace, the ultimate state of bliss. And through this book, author has sort of mentioned how to obtain Siddhi through 10 different paths. And all of these 10 paths constitutes this wheel of spirituality, and Siddhi being the ultimate goal of it. So what are these 10 paths? Let me name them. Samriddhi, Sahitya, Sanskars, Sambhav, Sadbhavna, Sakriyata, Seva, Samarpan, Satarkata and Sadhana. These 10 concepts are then explained in detail via 10 chapters, where each chapter starts with a beautiful quote. It has few relatable examples and a story, and then it ends with a to-do exercise, which was my favorite part of the book, by the way. So for example, there would be a to-do exercise which would ask you to list 10 things that you're grateful for today, or there would be a checklist where you'd have to mark the days where you have done your meditation practice and so on. So the book not only gives you a lot of information, but it also gives you a call to action and to make yourself accountable for all your daily habits. The book is very well written. It's easy to read for beginner readers as well. In fact, I would say that if you are a beginner reader about spirituality, about philosophy, and if you're looking for a light and short read, this can be the perfect book for you because it has relatable examples, it has short stories, it has to-do exercises in the end. So I know that these topics can seem daunting to a person who is just beginning his or her journey towards spirituality. So in that case, this is a must read. You should not skip this book. But I am a reader who has already been interested in the genre and who has already read quite a few books and articles on this topic. So for me, I was looking for more depth and more description in the book. For example, there was a topic towards the end of this book which talked about alpha, beta, theta, gamma, delta waves and how they affect our subconscious and conscious mind. And I was looking for more such topics. I really liked that part, and I was looking for more such topics wherein author could mix spirituality and science and talk about the effect of one another and how it affects our brain and how everything works in the back end. But I couldn't find much more of those topics, so I wish he would have elaborated more on these things. There are examples and stories throughout the book which makes it super easy to read. Yes, I agree. But those are mostly for Indian audience. For example, there would be Akbar Birbal anecdotes, there would be stories about kings and their kingdom. There was actually an example or a quote said by Jitu, the character Jitu from Kota Factory. So this is all very relatable for Indian audience, and if that was the author's intention, then kudos to him. It has worked really well. But I know that something like this has the potential to reach on a global scale. So a European or an American person would not relate with all of these examples. So my point is, why not encash the rich heritage that we Indians have when you're writing a book like this? So I would have liked this book more if, instead of simplifying the concept with stories and examples, if the author would have added some facts about our Indian heritage, or how spirituality originated in the East, how it affected people, how it affected him or his students, how, what are the different types of yoga that are very popular these days, what happens when a person goes into a silent retreat, which is getting so popular. We have so many places like that in India too, like there's Auroville in Pondicherry, there's Pagoda in Bombay, and I'm sure there would be several other places like this. So what happens when people go to places like these? Because these days so many foreigners are also going to India for ultimate bliss and meditation and whatnot. So I wanted more of personal experiences rather than research findings. Still, as I said, if you are a beginner in this journey, you should definitely give this book a try. It's almost only close to 160 pages, and the fonts are also quite spaced out throughout the book. Things are mentioned in bold and italics where they need to be, so you can easily understand the important concept. And I'd say prefer to go for the paperback version rather than the Kindle version, so you can do all the to do activities towards the end of the chapters, and you can tick mark the boxes and you can write whatever you want to. And since we are all still recovering from 2020, there's much more anxiety and negativity in the world. We need more books like these. So take your time with this book, read every chapter slowly and gradually, don't rush through it. Do all the exercises mentioned towards the end, and I'm sure this book will make you at more peace with yourself. And I'm mentioning the Amazon link of this book in the description box below. If you want to purchase this book, you can go and buy the book from that link. So this was my review for the book The Wheel of Spirituality. Hope you have liked it. And if you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and do follow me for more bookish recommendation. I am on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and now I have recently joined Spotify and all other podcast platforms as well. So you can follow me there. All the links would be in the description, and I'll see you very soon with a new video. Till then, take care of yourself, keep reading, keep smiling.